Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome here to Book Boss. Welcome to this episode. In this episode, I am sat here in my pants. Yes, it is really hot here in the UK today. You didn't want to know that, did you? I might actually stand up at the end of this video just so that you can see me in my pants. But then again, I might not. So anyway, in this video, I am going to be talking about how to make big books with little books. I hope that I said that right. I don't know how to say books. Big books with little books. So yeah, my name is Abby Cornell. I'm the creator and founder of Book Boss. We have got the Book Boss Academy where we help women and men of all ages to build a highly successful, profitable, scalable book boss empire by self-publishing profitable books. That's the key to this. Most people create books, don't they? But they are not profitable. Most people create books, they publish them on Amazon, and they get lost in the abyss that is however many millions of books that are there on Amazon. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a niche that I discovered a couple of weeks ago. I'm also going to refer to another couple of niches that I've come across, but I'll do separate videos for those. So I want to share with you on this channel any profitable niches that I find out there on Amazon KDP. They are hard to find. Inside our Book Boss Academy, I actually share the profitable niches and profitable book titles alongside with our Book Boss Academy students who are collaborating with me, and we actually create books together. So if you're interested in finding out more about the Book Boss Academy, I'll probably post the link below, because I can publish books together with you. We can teach you to publish your books on your own. So we teach you to do that inside the academy. It's super low price. It's a not-for-profit membership. So don't be thinking it's like something that's thousands of dollars. But we teach you how to do it for yourselves. But also we work together with you, and we do things like creating your book cover for you. And we also optimize the interior of your book. You do the work on the inside of the book. We do all the work on the keywords, the description, the SEO. We do something called A+ content. So we do lots of graphics and design, little videos, things like that if needed, so that we can optimize the sales of your book together with you. So that's the Book Boss publishing collaboration. You're going to want to find out more about it by clicking the link below if I remember to post it. So I must try and remember to do that. I think on my other videos I forgot to post the link, so hopefully it'll be there, and I've rectified the other videos now anyway. So let's get into it. Wherever you are on your publishing journey, whether you're absolutely brand new, you've not published any books before, you might be on this video just not even wanting to publish any books. By the end of this video, you're going to want to publish lots of books, because I started my book publishing journey 5 years ago. I created a children's book. It took me weeks, if not months, and then I posted it on Amazon and got no sales. And it was a total waste of my time and energy. It was kind of fun to create it, but also felt really hard in the end. And I also spent thousands of dollars on a big coaching program teaching me how to create books. And then I left it. I left it for years. And then I didn't even know, but that book did make a little bit of money. And I only found out 2 years later that it was making money finally. Just a few organic sales here and there, but it was steady. And that's when I realized, gosh, if I'd have actually paid attention to this and put more time into it and effort, that I could have a passive income empire by now. So I'm kicking myself that I did not do this 5 years ago. In fact, I only started this business and the Book Boss Academy this year in 2025. But now we are doing incredibly well. We are publishing books, not every single day, but most days of the week we are publishing new books. We're also collaborating with our Book Boss Academy members and publishing books together with them. It is so exciting. But even if you're not excited yet, you're going to be excited in a minute because I'm going to whip you up into a total frenzy of excitement when you see this niche. So one of the things we teach inside the academy, and sorry to go on about the academy, but it's just so brilliant, I've got to mention it. But one of the main things we teach is how to use AI tools to help you to create your books. Now, there's a lot of bad press about AI. There's a lot of people scared about AI. There's a lot of people thinking AI is the devil and the demon, and we're all doomed. But what I want to say to you is, it's really very similar to Google. It just spits a lot more information back at you than Google. Google spits out a little paragraph, whereas the AI tools, if you ask them in the right way, they can spit out a whole chapter of a book. And it depends what book you are creating. But if you know what books to create and you know what little pockets and areas on Amazon have got the profitability, and I help you with that, and I'm doing these videos to help you with that too, then you can use AI. You can create a book literally in a day. I created 11 books last Sunday. Admittedly, they weren't polished. I hadn't done like the front pages and the back pages that take up, they're a bit fiddly, but the actual contents of 11 books and the covers, I created it all on Sunday. I was hyper focused. I was on steroids. I was also on caffeine, and I stayed up into the night until about 3 a.m. creating 11 books. But 11 books bringing in at least $100 a month each, at least. That's what I anticipate from my research. 11 times 100 a month times many, many years to come. This is why this video is going to whip you up into a frenzy of excitement, because if you're not excited, then I don't know what I can do to excite you. So let me show you this profitable niche that I discovered a couple of weeks ago. And like I say, I'm going to mention another couple that I've come across, but I'll do separate videos for those. Okay, so the first thing I do when I discover a really profitable niche on Amazon is I do a happy dance. I leap around the room. I'm not going to demonstrate that to you for obvious reasons. But the next thing that I do is I will buy one of the books. A lot of people are like, oh, well, you don't want to be spending money. You want to be creating money. But I want to see one of these books. I want to feel it. I want to smell it. I want to look at the interior, not to copy it, but to emulate it, to get inspiration from it, and also to see what areas I could improve upon. I also read the book reviews of that book. So I'll get one or two of the most profitable books in a niche. So this niche that I found that is highly profitable, that not many people know about, that is low competition, that is high demand. This is the perfect recipe for huge profitability and big bucks with little bucks. Books. But this is it. I'll show you the books. I need to stop being silly now. I have had a bit of caffeine, as you can tell. So these are the books. They're called Would You Rather. Has anyone heard of the Would You Rather books? I used to play them as a kid, and I admit I forgot totally about them, and I've never bought them with my kids, and my kids are now 21 and 13, so I've actually not come across these for years, but they have been selling. When I look at the history, I have these tools that show me the history of the sales, not just the monthly sales now. Anybody can get those tools. I also have tools that show me the history over the years. These have been consistently making thousands and thousands of dollars every single month for many years. This one here makes I'm trying to remember, makes $127,800 a month, a month. And I didn't look that one up, so I'm sorry, I've not looked that one up, but this is a newer one. I bought these two books because I wanted to see the interiors. And they're very, very different. Now, the interior of this book is really, really simple. Can you see that? How simple it is to make and how fun it is to make. I'm making one of these with my 13-year-old daughter. I'm putting her name on her own books. So she will have a regular monthly recurring revenue and income, a passive income, ready for when she goes to university. She's not that happy that I'm making her do this. Like, she's happy sometimes, but sometimes she just wants to scroll TikTok. But I'm making her do this with me, just a few hours here and there. Just a side note, she's also creating a Wreck-It journal like this. This is really fun. So she's actually a bit more excited about doing that one, but I can see a bit more profitability in these books personally. Anyway, I digress. I bought these books because I wanted to see the internal of them, to see how big they are, to see how many pages they are, to see what's on each page. It's really, really simple, easy to do in any any creating tool, isn't it? That I use Canva personally. And then this one is created by an illustrator, and this is a little bit harder. Can you see? This is created by an illustrator, so there's lots of illustrations on each page. Now, if you have something like Canva, you could do illustrations on each page. They probably wouldn't look like these ones because this guy is an illustrator and an artist, but you wouldn't have to have pages that are as plain as this one if you didn't want to. However, profitability, it's better to do something that is easy, that is simple, and that is quick and fast. And then you can do fast publishing. And then if you're creating books that are making you at least $100 a month, say these books make you $30 a month to start off with because you haven't got any book reviews. But the more book reviews that you get, as long as they're good reviews, the more sales you're going to get, the more Amazon is going to push your book up the BSR bestseller ranking. You can also have social media and just show a page a day and do a question a day on social media. You know, that's what the girl did or the lady did who has that best-selling TikTok shadow journal. Don't know if you've seen that one. But I know I'm getting a bit complicated here. The bottom line is, these books, you can create them in just a few hours using AI tools, using things like Chat, GPT, Claude. There's probably other AI tools out there, but those are the two main ones that I use. I also use something called Manus to analyze all of my sales and to tell me what books I should create more of to make lots and lots more money. But that's another story for another day. Like I say, I've only been doing this since February, and we're now here in July 2025. I've now built up a full-time income for sure, and it's growing every single month. And we're also helping other people to publish their books. People who, to be honest with you, are not graphic designers, are not going to be able to create good covers for the books, and they're just a bit uncomfortable about trying to instruct a designer and do all of that stuff. It's easier said than done, isn't it, to find a decent designer? So these books here are great to create for yourselves, for like a first book, for building a scalable income generating stream that is recurring revenue every single month. I think it's a massively overlooked business area, really, publishing books and self-publishing books. It can often feel like it's really hard when we're publishing on Amazon and publishing books and not getting any income back. But if you can find the little pockets like this that have got the high demand, in fact, I'm going to share my screen just to whip you up into a full frenzy of excitement. Let's get more excited. I'm going to share my screen. I'll show you the tool, well, one of the tools that I use that showed me that it is profitable. And then I'm going to show you some of these books and how much income they are generating. You know, I've done all the businesses that you can possibly think of. I used to be a lawyer. Probably doesn't sound like one. Then I was doing network marketing, business coaching, marketing coaching, Facebook group coaching. And now I feel like I'm finally building a business that sustains my life, my future, my retirement, you know, my kids going to university and all of the things. And if we get ill or if somebody is sick, It is a really secure business, and it also feels really calm. Yeah, I don't sound calm, I know, but it feels calm. I'm not calm inside. It feels calm knowing that we're just publishing books. There's no rush. We're going to do one. If we can't do one today, we'll try and get it up tomorrow. And we just go at our pace and keep building and adding building blocks. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen. Um, and I might not mention those other niches. I'll make you wait until you watch my other videos. And I'll do different videos on different profitable niches as and when I come across them. I'm happy to share that. So, just a quickie. This is the Book Boss Wonderland Academy. We've got a summer special offer. If you are watching this in summer 2025, you want to be clicking on the link below. You're not going to want to miss it. So that is that. And we teach you how to make these books, and we also collaborate with you and make them with you. But let's get back to the Would You Rather books. So this one, when was it published? I think it was published quite recently. There you go, just a few months ago. Is already making nearly $4,000 a month. Now, when would you ever publish a book that makes $4,000 a month? When would you ever do that? I don't know why it keeps showing you my address. Never mind. You can send me a card. So much for privacy, Abby. Never mind. What else did I want to show you? Bookbeam. So this is one of the tools that I use to see if something is profitable or not. And then most things will show you red buttons here and yellow, the odd yellow one, but most of them are usually red for most niches. So to come across something here that is mostly green and yellow, and right at the top it says opportunity score 7.7, very high demand and moderate competition. I would say it's low competition. Now it's moderate competition if you look here. Would you rather books for kids? That means there's 48,000 people searching for that search phrase. 48,000 people are typing would you rather book for kids into Amazon's search bar every single month. 48,000. I mean, can you get your head around that? Because I can't. It's insane. But there's only 6,000 books. Now, you might think that's a lot of books, but trust me when I say that at least 85 to 90% of them are pretty rubbish and are created by amateurs and are not going to be very good. You need to be able to create a high quality book with a high quality interior, and a high quality book cover design is super important, and the title and the SEO and all the words that you use on it as well to make sure it's searchable. But the competition is fairly low here, but that's the Would You Rather book for kids. When you look down here, um, so down here, would you rather book for kids camping, for example? You've got nearly 3,000 people searching for that every month, and only 600 competitors using the word camping. So that's a really good niche to get into. Would you rather book for kids? Ooh, the 780 people actually adding that word ooh on the end, and only 300 books are coming up. So that's a really good one to do, making sure that you put all those words on the front cover of your book. Ooh, gross, that kind of thing. The gross edition here, 9,500 searches each month, and it's up 490% just now. So that's a good sign. It's on the up. And there's only 396 books that fall under the gross category. And so, I won't go right down this list. You can have a look at it yourself, but you don't need to. So if you are publishing your first book, you can get a free tool called Kip Scout. I will show you that before I end this video, just so you can see that. That will show you what is profitable and what is not profitable, and that is a free tool, so you don't actually have to get this paid tool just yet. And I would recommend, a lot of people do these YouTube videos and they want you to join their affiliate link on these tools, but you actually don't need this tool if you're just getting started, okay? I do have the affiliate links in my academy, but for you guys watching this YouTube video, you're not going to need it yet. When you're a bit more advanced, you're going to get something like this. When you're making money, you're going to invest it back into your business. That's what we do. So that is Bookbeam telling us this is a really highly profitable niche. Just this 7.7 here is very rare to find. All of these green buttons and yellow buttons, thumbs up, and looking at the search volume, mostly in most niches, the search volume is about 2 to 3,000 if it's good. But to have a search volume of 58,000 here and 48,000 here is incredible. That means the demand is huge. What else I want to show you? So let me show you a few of these books. So this one, like I was showing you before, I'm trying to dismiss my address, but it won't let me. Never mind. So this one is earning $4,000 a month. That is really great, isn't it? And the cover is fun and it's bright and it's going to stand out in the feed. And that is probably very much one of the reasons for its success. One of my academy members actually pointed out the other day that the word junior is not highly used in America and Canada, or she thought it wasn't. So it's quite a surprise that this book is doing so well when it's got the word junior on it. So that, that's something to consider. Maybe there's room for another book with the word junior. And then we've got this one. Would you rather summer edition, the laugh out loud game, and it's a camping one. Now, it is summer right now when I'm doing this video, and the searchability of summer and camping books has gone up, obviously because it is summer. And so this is doing incredibly well and making $30,000 a month in revenue. That's based on its bestseller ranking of 193. Incredible, isn't it? And that's actually another tool that I've got called Dibbly that is showing me this in the box there. You won't have that showing on your Amazon. The next book I want to show you is this one. Now, the reason why I want to show you this one, it's making $4,000 of revenue per month. But the cover is, I think it's pretty bad. I'm really sorry, Zoe. I'm sure you spent a lot of time doing this book cover, but in my opinion, that is a pretty poor book cover. Let me see. She might have got a designer. There's a little bit of overlap there, which does suggest a bit more designing skills have gone into it. But my opinion is that's a pretty amateur looking book cover, but doing very well. The next one, this one I told you about already. Actually, I think I said it was earning 137,000 a month. That must have been last month when I bought it. So this one is earning $133,000 a month. But let that sink in. This is one book. This is one book, and all it takes is just a few hours. If you use AI tools, yeah, it just is going to take a few hours to create a book like that. It's just bonkers, absolutely bonkers. $133,000 a month in monthly recurring passive income. They might be running some ads to this book, or they might have run some ads in the past. I don't think it's running ads just now. I can't see any evidence of that on my other tools. But in any event, I'm happy if a book earns $100 a month. That times every month, times the next 10 years, times all the other books that I'm publishing is incredible. But look at this one. If we just hit gold and just, get a book pitched exactly right, exactly at the right time, that's what you can create. And the next one I want to show you, really, really popular one. This is earning $67,000 a month. And this is again a campfire edition, very attractive cover, I would say, and a different colour to a lot of the other covers are bright colours and light colours, and this is more of a dark colour, which very much goes with the feeling of being around the campfire, toasting marshmallows in the night under the stars. It's a really attractive book cover, obviously very popular book for people traveling, going camping, going on holiday, that sort of thing. A very, very successful publisher. Might want to click on that Howling Moon books. I'll let you do that in your own time and just see what other books they've published because they obviously know what they are doing. And then we've got this one. Again, looks like really quite an amateur book cover, doesn't it? But I wanted to show you this one because they've actually niched it down a lot further with this book. And this is what we're starting to see in this niche. And definitely what I am doing with my students inside the academy is thinking about how we can create a would you rather book that is niched down. Now, this niche is sports edition, but you could have and the other one is obviously the campfire edition, but you could have the slumber party edition. You could have books purely for boys, books for teens, books for couples, books for families, books for siblings, brothers and sisters, books for best friends. You could have books based on other niches. I don't know, like horses or under the sea or this outer space, dinosaurs, like depending on the age group of the children that you're aiming it at. You could do it for seniors even. This would be a great game for seniors and caregivers to be able to have a conversation and to be able to connect with each other, have a conversation, talk about things, talk about memories, stimulate the brain if they're a dementia sufferer. There's definitely room, I think, in that niche for a whole, you know, what do you call it? Book series for seniors. And that's another thing that I want to say before I go. You can turn this one niche into a full-time income generating scalable, successful book empire if you then turn it into a series of books. So what I did, I created 11 books last Sunday and I did them on slightly different topics like under the sea. What else did I do? I did holidays, I did girls sleepover, teen girls, that kind of thing. And then and then I did another book that was combining bits of each one. So like a little taster of each niche. And I combined them all into sort of one big book or a bumper book. So that's my series that I did last Sunday. A bumper book, 10 books that had a slightly different theme, all with similar book covers, and each book cover was a slightly different colour. And I've had different words and images, graphics on the front as well. But my point is, if you create a book series, then somebody that buys one of your books, and if the kid likes it, or the adult, whoever it's for, they're very likely to click on your other books in your series. And the great thing is that Amazon will send out a email to anybody who buys one of your books to say, if you enjoyed this book that you've just bought, you can also buy these books from the same author. And that is the beauty of finding little pockets and little goldmine little niches like this. So get on it. Whether you want to work with me, whether you want to come and join our very, very low cost academy or not, or whether you want to go and work on your own, get on it. Get on it. And I look forward to seeing you in all my other videos where I'm going to talk about different niches again that have high profitability, high searchability, and low competition. I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you in the academy. I'll see you in the academy. I'll see you in the academy. And now I'm not standing up. There's no way I'm standing up. There's no way I'm doing that. No way. I'm not doing it.